Season 8. Yeah, Season 8 of Adventure Time. 27 episodes as as opposed to 26 from seasons 1, 2, 3, 4, and 7. It is the 8th season and pretty much the third to last season of Adventure Time before the show's end in 2018. So far, do the same things what I've done for season 5, 6, and 7. Episodes I liked, episodes I didn't like, and episodes I found decent. I found this season to be really, really fucking good. Just like the last couple of seasons. This season, in fact, only has 3 episodes that I would really deem as terrible episodes of Adventure Time. And it continues the little drawings theme that I've had. You know, I've had BMO on season 5. Season 6 was Gunther, I believe, or maybe that was season 7. One of the two. It was BMO. I've done BMO, I've done another character. Oh no, Lump. BMO was season 5. Season 6 was Lumpy Space Princess. The drawing for season 7 was Gunther in his penguin form, and the drawing for season 8 is Slime Princess, obviously, because why not? So before I get into it, let's get into the episodes I really just found decent. Episodes I found decent was Beyond the Grotto, Lady Rainicorn of the Crystal Dimension, Normal Man, The Muscle Hall, The Music Hall, Daddy Daughter Card Wars, Jelly Beans Have Power, Horse and Ball, Islands Part 3, Mysterious Island, Islands Part 4, Imaginary Resources, and Islands Part 7, Helpers. Found the episodes to just be fairly average, you know. Beyond the Grotto was decent. Lady Rainicorn of the Crystal Dimension was another Jake's kid-centered episode, and a rare Lady Rainicorn episode. In fact, this was the first proper Lady Rainicorn episode I've got in the later seasons of Adventure Time. Normal Man, the next differently animated special, which was pretty well done. The Music Hall was a nice, fun, music-centered episode with Flame Princess and Cinnamon Bun doing some hip-hop, which I thought was pretty fucking good, you know. I would like it, you know. I would like that hip-hop kind of shit when you being the rapper that I am. Daddy Daughter Card Wars, a Jake kid-centered episode, which was okay. Kind of reminds me a bit of Pendleton Ward's love for Dungeons and Dragons, which obviously was the main inspiration, one of the main inspirations of Adventure Time, as well as Matt Groening shows like The Simpsons. Jelly Beans Have Power, which was a really good prelude in setting up the next season's miniseries elements. I thought was pretty fantastic. I kind of liked Slime Princess just basically gloating right in front of Princess Bubblegum and saying, "Way, I've got these cool like slime powers in your face. You can't shoot candy." Until eventually Princess Bubblegum can learn to shoot candy and actually saves the day through her Jelly Bean's powers. It was pretty decent though overall, you know, very mundane episode. It didn't really have Finn and Jake weren't really present throughout much of it. It was mostly a bubblegum centered episode, with Slime Princess just being there to just take the piss out of bubblegum. Horse and Ball, James Baxter returns, and he's all depressed. He still can only emote in 2 words, James and Baxter, and it was better than his debut episode, but that's only because I finally got to learn a bit more about James Baxter's backstory, being that he grew up in this like grey, drab place, and he was the only one who could basically cheer anyone up by just going James Baxter on a beach ball. Islands Part 3, Mysterious Island, was just very average in my opinion. Didn't really go anywhere. It did explore the last set of humans on the planet, in the last set of humans in the Land of Ew, which is interesting considering Susan Strong and Finn were the only humans in the series, although it does feel like a bit late on. Now they're just starting to introduce humans, which, you know, for the 8th season, and although it's a pretty damn decent miniseries, not as great as stakes and not as fantastically put together as Elements, but Islands did have some good episodes in there. Mysterious Island was just very average. Imaginary Resources, where it's basically a parody on these life simulator games. Bit of a Sims parody in a way, with BMO being a moderator, a god, a sentient god to all these humans who pretty much rely on this virtual reality technology. In a good way, it's also saying that not all tech is bad, but it's also kind of counterintuitive for a race of humans to just be slowly reliant on a virtual reality machine. Although I'm probably getting a bit too deep into that. It was a decent episode, and it was a nice BMO-centered story. And I like BMO, he's a fucking great guy. Part 7 was Helpers. This was the episode where Finn found his mum, and it was a good origin story for his mum, especially when you get to the prior episode, Min and Marty. But I don't know, episode 7 just kind of felt like, why not? And also the reveal was just kind of crap in a way, and it just wasn't for me. Episodes that I liked was Broke His Crown, the season premiere, in which Ice King's crown is pretty much jigged up by an AI Betty who wants to bring Simon back. Don't Look, which is the second episode of the 8th season, I Am a Sword, in which Finn and Fern meet up. Bun Bun, which is the episode in which Cinnamon Bun goes back to the Candy Kingdom, and because Princess Bubblegum thinks he is a loner, she creates Bun Bun, a kind of a Padawan figure for Cinnamon Bun. Bun Bun accidentally releases the Flame King, and the Flame King ends up becoming reformed and is the Squirrel King, being that he has a soft side for animals. So cool. Elemental sets up the mini-series for season 9, in which it explains the different elements, etc. 5 Short Tables, which is a Fiona and Cake story, and a pun on 5 Short Greybles. And in fact, it all turns out to be a Greybles episode, the final Greybles episode of the series, potentially, which I thought was a pretty damn good Fiona and Cake story. Preboot and Reboot, which sets up Finn and Fern's past personality changes, Finn being the hero and Fern slowly switching towards a darker path, which was really damn good. The same with Two Swords and Do No Harm, I believe. Or I could be getting them wrong between Preboot and Reboot and Two Swords and Do Not Harm. Those were episodes 12, 13, 14, 15, episode 9, 5 Short Tables, episode 8, Elemental, Bun Bun, the 6th episode, and Sword being the 5th. Islands Part 1, The Invitation, fucking good. Start, a great Kickstarter for the mini-series, in which Finn, Susan Strong, BMO and Jake all go off to discover if they are more humans Islands Part 5, Hide and Seek. So that was episode 20, The Invitation, episode 24, Hide and Seek. Pretty damn good episode. It was the one where it explores Susan Strong's backstory from how she escaped the human planet, which is basically a full-on dictatorship. You can't leave. It's basically a saying on which would you rather have, too much freedom or too much restriction. And you know, especially nowadays, it's kind of put on right. You know, what with the pandemic. But yeah, good episode though, really good episode. Part 6, Min and Marty, which explores Dr. Minerva and Marty's backstory. Marty being Finn's asshole dad, and Minerva being the doctor who helped save everyone, even with all the humans being wiped out to a virus. Hey, talk about you know, real life parallels, pandemic. I'm I'm fucking joking, because I don't see any AI robots going around the place trying to ask me if I'm alright. But it was a really good episode, and it also explored a little bit of a backstory for Finn as well. Islands Part 8, The Light Cloud, was a good end in my opinion, in which Finn rallies all the humans to potentially leave the planet, but not all of them want to leave just yet. And it also ends on a pretty touching goodbye to his mum, and it was just a pretty damn good end to the mini-series. The episodes that I didn't like at all was Wheels, High Strangeness, so episode 16, episode 17, and episode 21, Islands Part 2, Whipple the Happy Dragon. Whipple is just a fucking annoying character. He's annoying, and he knows he's annoying. And BMO does give him a fucking good telling off. Really, really bad episode. Not the worst in the series. So I think Frost and Fire was just worse, but this episode, Whipple, was just a bad episode for the mini series. Overall, Islands was pretty fucking good. Not as good as Stakes, but I did find Islands to be enjoyable, and is a highlight of season 8. Season 8 was just fan-fucking-tastic, honestly. My favourite episode in this season is Min and Marty, Islands Part 6, and my worst episode is Islands Part 2, Whipple the Happy Dragon. And that's really it for season 8. We're now on to season 9, the penultimate season, 14 episodes, and then I will be doing the pilot, the Nickelodeon pilot for Adventure Time, the shorts that Adventure Time has aired in its 8-year run on Cartoon Network, the Minecraft special, and seasons 1 to 4. But also the spin-off series Fiona and Cake and Distant Lands will be covered on the channel in due time. I can't wait to discuss all that good Adventure Time shit, and I am deeply thankful for a beautiful blonde cam model named after a flower in getting me into the show. I am definitely a fan. I cannot fucking wait to get all this Adventure Time content out. And I really do thank you from the bottom of my heart, Rose. You are a beautiful person. Anyway, make sure to like, share, subscribe, all that good shit. And I will see you for potentially, maybe, season 9.